I'd say these... So... Welcome back to my channel, and this week I have decided to give you 5 things you need to know before starting uni. They're sort of tips and general bits of information that I wish I had known before going to Oxford. I'd say these can be applied to all universities, wherever you might be starting uni, but bear in mind that they're taken from someone who started at Oxford. Obviously, in many ways it's very similar, and in other ways it's completely different to starting somewhere else. So let's get straight into it. Please like this video if you enjoy it. Leave a comment asking questions you might have about my experiences or anything else you might be interested in, and do subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, so number 1, uni will be hard work. I think the step up from A-level, at least for me, was quite shocking, really. Bearing in mind, A-levels weren't too tricky for me. I mean, I had to work very hard to do well, but sort of I always had full-on support from my teachers, and sort of I was quite comfortable with where I was at. Whereas going to university, moving away and everything, it all became very foreign, and the workload got a lot harder. So I'll give you an example of what this sort of means. I used to only sort of work if I had sort of a 2-hour or more block of time during the day, so that would usually be after school in the afternoon. Whereas now at uni I find myself having to work sort of, even if I just have half an hour between a lecture and a seminar, I'll use that half an hour to work rather than to relax. Obviously if I need to relax I will, but most of the time I'll use that time to work. So just everything is a bit more intense academically. Number 2 is also about academics. This is something I found, and it might be completely different at other universities. Oxford is surprisingly disorganised at sort of giving you a timetable and telling you where to go and what you need to do, blah, 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 blah. So it might be different elsewhere, but I had absolutely no clue what I was doing. I think I got an email from my Spanish tutor sort of a week before I was due to be in Oxford and 2 weeks before I was due to start actually learning, with an email saying, this is what I want you to hand in to me in the first week. So she sent me the essay title for the week, and I had to write an essay having never seen or spoken to her. And I was panicking, complete and utter panic. And this uncertainty can be really stressful. But as I learned, and this is something I want you to know, it will sort itself out. We had a meeting in the week before the essay was due to discuss it, very briefly admittedly, to discuss our timetable, what sort of things she expected of us and stuff like that. And you'll have that for all your subjects. The university, even if at first glance seems quite disorganised, will sort itself out. They will help you very much. So don't worry if there's loads of uncertainty and you're really confused about everything. Worst comes to worst, you can just send off a quick email saying, look, this is how I'm feeling. Can you please help me out? And they will get back to you, and they will help you understand what you need to do and anything else that might help you. Moving away from academics now, onto social stuff. So this is where it gets very complicated. I really feel like it's important to have a balance here. So one tip will say one thing, another tip will say another thing, and you just have to combine the two. So this first thing I'm going to say is try hard to make friends. Try hard to meet new people. Try hard to involve yourself socially in your accommodation, your subject, in the clubs that you do, the societies that you do. Just make sure that you're talking to people, make sure that you're open and you're happy to speak to new people. University is a new place for everyone, and it really helps if you're all happy to chat, basically. So, as I said, join clubs, join societies. They're a great way to meet friends outside of your accommodation, outside of your subject as well, though it's really important to stay close with the people in your subject. In my experience, I was extremely lucky that those living in my accommodation, and don't tell them this, my flatmates, they were great, and I didn't really feel as though I needed to put myself out there anymore. Obviously, by joining the rowing club, I have made loads of friends through there. My college husband is a mathematician, and I just was friends with him because we had the same name. Play lots of tennis with him now. But also, the mathematicians themselves are a great example of how you can make friends within your subject. They all work through problems together. They have sort of a set time that they meet, get pizza and talk through the homework. And this year in the summer, they all went to Italy together to have some relaxing time together rather than constantly working. So yeah, try hard to make friends. Surround yourself with people you like, and don't worry if it doesn't all work out to start with, because sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it takes a while for you to find your crowd. So far, this might sound like a lot of hard work, and it can be extremely overwhelming. So the next thing I want you to know about starting uni is that you can take time off. Sometimes it's just better to shut your door, have a snooze, watch TV or read a book, or call your family. Lots of people recommend leaving your door open during freshers as you move in, so that people feel happy to come and say hello, poke their head around the door. And this is a great idea. I always recommend you watch other videos like this just to get different perspectives. But sometimes I do think it's important that you shut your door and you take time for yourself, because with all these new things, it can be extremely overwhelming. And it's really nice just to sit down and relax, have a cup of tea or whatever to yourself, nice and calmly. So yeah, that is what I would recommend. Linking on from that, again, mainly around freshers, mainly around social stuff, don't feel pressured into doing anything you don't want. So I know it sounds weird, I've just said try hard to make friends, try hard to do new things, to try new things, but if you think there's something that you won't enjoy, you think won't be fun for you, don't do it, don't go to it. It's a lot better to sort of miss out on one or two things and feel happier and more comfortable than to go crazy and do loads of different things that you've never tried before and you don't think you like. I don't drink. I didn't go out at all during Freshers Week to any clubs. I did do some non-drinking events that were brilliant. Crazy Golf is incredible fun. But I didn't feel the need to go out drinking. I didn't feel the need to just go crazy in all the clubs. Some people love it, and fair enough. It looks like it could be a lot of fun, just not for me. So if there's something like that that you think, it's fine, you can leave it. You don't have to go. And I think it's really important that you know that. And you know how to balance what you like and what you know, and sometimes pushing yourself to try and make new friends. Go outside your comfort zone a little bit. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I hope it's been helpful. It's really confusing sometimes. I'm telling you to do one thing and then I suddenly tell you to do something else. But it's just about finding a nice balance in all of this. At the end of the day, just do what you feel comfortable with, do what makes you happy, and you'll have a great time. The academic stuff will sort itself out. The friendship stuff will also sort itself out. So try. I know it's extremely hard because I was worrying all the time, despite watching lots of videos like this. Try to relax, try and enjoy it, because at the end of the day, you're going to university. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions about what I've said, or just questions about starting uni in general, feel free to stick it in the comment section below. I'll get back to you. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned.